Hello everybody, this is Betsy from Ideas Times 2. Hello, I have a fun craft project to share with you. It has nothing to do with journals. Something very fun though for this time of year. Here is a book page pumpkin. So I made it with a paper mache pumpkin and some book pages that I use just for crafting and journals, and a few extra things. So I am going to just kind of show you there real quick like that, and then we'll just go ahead and get started with the tutorial. I'll be back in a minute. Hello. So these are the things you'll need. You'll need a paper mache pumpkin, which I got at Hobby Lobby in their fall section. It was half price. I did notice in their regular paper mache section that they have a very similar pumpkin. So, and their paper mache does regularly go on sale. So look for that, or just check their fall section right now because it will be on sale. Mod Podge, I prefer the matte finish, and so that's what this is here. You will need some leaves of some kind. I just stole these leaves from my stash of silk flowers. So, I mean, you know, these aren't technically pumpkin leaves, but they're gonna work for our craft. And then before I filmed this, I pre-gessoed this. So I just take either white acrylic paint or gesso and give those a good coat, because we don't want the dark green. We're kind of going for a little bit of a different look. So, and I am actually going to, after this totally dries, it's not 100% dry, I'm going to give it another coat of gesso, possibly another one. I don't know yet. We'll have to see how it goes. And then I'll be doing the backs as well. And the other thing we'll need is a light green paint. This is lime green, Craftsmart brand. And some white fine glitter. So that's what I'm going to use for my project. Of course, you'll need a brush. And you'll need book pages from a book that you don't care about anymore. I'm a junk journaler, and so I use book pages for a lot of different things. And for example, this is an old Reader's Digest book that I'd gotten at Goodwill, and I've used the cover for a journal already, and now I have the pages and the illustrations that I can use in here. So this is being used for projects. So that is it. I am gonna, sometimes I just figure things out as I go, but another plan of mine is to use raffia for those little curly cues that come off of a pumpkin. So that is my plan for that. And let's get started. So very, very simple. We're not even gonna ink the edges of these book pages or anything like that. I think I am going to tear off mostly the margins because I don't want the white space. I want it to be covered with text. So I'm just going to take little pieces and dunk that in there and just start covering randomly. Just start covering your pumpkin, and they don't have to be perfectly flat. And just overlap them and just put them on every which way. And if you have bigger pieces, they are going to be harder to fit on these curves, so I would just recommend small pieces. So I'm just covering that and then sort of giving it another layer on top to help it stick down. And also, if you don't put Mod Podge on the bottom and the top, then the paper might warp a little bit. But if you put it evenly on the underneath side, and on the top side, then it has a tendency to just remain flat and it won't buckle. Sometimes there's trouble with Mod Podge and paper buckling. So I am not going to make you watch me do this whole thing. You can see how it's going. Just Mod Podge and tiny pieces of paper all over the whole pumpkin, and I will be back in a little bit. I'm back, and here is my pumpkin all finished up, top to bottom. So I used one sheet of music too, which I super love in there. And as you can see, I have 2 different colors of book pages, and I really love how that turned out. You know, you could use all the same book if you wanted to, but I had sort of some miscellaneous pages and I just grabbed. And I'm trying to think, but I think I used around 12 sheets of paper, and it was just like the little 6x9 books. So about 12 sheets, and then 1 sheet of music paper. Because I don't have a lot of old music paper, but I needed some with a little smaller script and notes, so I only had that one to use. So I'm digging it. I love it. Now I wanted to show you what I had in mind for the leaves. So I just sewed this twice, and now we're gonna see if my plan worked. All right. Okay, so let me just explain. So my plan is to have, since this is all stylized, it's a stylized pumpkin, what I thought I would do is, oh, you can see I haven't done the back yet. What I thought I would do is make these glitter leaves and just make them a super, super pale green. I think it would also be cute to do a gray with glitter on top. I think that would be cute too, but my plan for now is to do like a really light green. So, I told you the green I used already, and then I just added a little bit of white to make this even lighter. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to mix these together to make a pale green. I love that. I love that. It's working. It's working. So literally just painting this on. Perfect. I love that. So I'm going to go ahead and complete the other 2 leaves. I don't even know if I'm going to use all 3, but right now that's the plan. So I love that. So that will have to dry completely, and then I'll put some Mod Podge on it and then sprinkle the glitter on. So I will go ahead and do that, and I will be back. Here we go. Our pumpkin and the leaves. I think this is going to be super pretty. I can't wait. So here we have 2 leaves. I painted them, like I said, and then I went ahead and put glitter on 2 of them, so you can see those. Now I was just going to show you how I did that. It's basic stuff. I know you guys know how to do this, but I didn't want to do everything off camera. I didn't want to abandon you. So I am just, let's make sure you can see me here. Okay, so I'm just coating my painted leaf with Mod Podge, and I just applied it with a brush. So just a thin layer. And now I am going to take my glitter over a piece of paper and I'm going to just sprinkle it on. And shake it off. And there we go. We have our beautiful glittered leaves. Any color you want would be perfect. I mean, maybe you even wanted to keep the darker green, you know, whatever, it's whatever you would like. But this is what I chose. Now, I did experiment a little bit with this raffia that I was talking about to use for the tendrils. And what I did was I took 3 strands, about 3 strands of the raffia, and I dipped my finger in this Mod Podge, and I just ran. I held all 3 strands together, and I just ran the Mod Podge down the entire length of the raffia. You could probably shorten it a little bit. I did make too much. And then what I did was, was I not even in shot? Let me try that again. So you run the raffia, you run the Mod Podge down the raffia and just sort of make it into like its own little cord. And then I have this knitting needle. I just chose that because I knew Mod Podge would come off of that easily. If you used a wooden dowel, I think that's a little too porous and it would be hard to peel the raffia away. So then I just wrapped it around the knitting needle like that. And let it dry. To be honest, I took my heat gun and dried it quickly, to be honest. All right, and then you just peel it away from the knitting needle. Then you have to clean your knitting needle, obviously. So that's what I did. And then you get, this one I was a little impatient. It was still a little wet, but I don't mind it. It's not bad. And then, but this one was better. I dried it a little bit more. So I think those will be cute on there. Now I have I'm going to attach these with hot glue. I'm going to zoom out just a tiny bit. You see my giant messy work surface here. So I'm just going to glue them on and then our pumpkin will be finished. All right, so that is one of the supplies I did not mention you needed, and that was a hot glue gun. And what else did I not mention? I think there was something else. Also, I'd like to say, if you want to spray this with an acrylic spray to seal it, Mod Podge might get sticky a little bit. Maybe if it's super humid. I don't know. I mean, it feels perfectly fine to me right now. And the only acrylic spray I have is shiny, like super shiny. And so I don't want to use that on here. But I would say that's an option if you'd like to. So, but let's get back to the gluing. All right, so I think I'm going to do like 2 leaves on one side and 1 leaf on the other. And I am going to cut most of that stem off. I glittered the back on these too, but I don't really think you need to. I only did the back on 2 of them, and that one I just did with you. That one is not glittered on the back side. So I'm just going to run some glue at the base of the leaf, and I'm going to stick it on. Leave it kind of loose. And this one I'll do the same thing. And kind of overlap it a little bit. You could also spray the leaves with acrylic spray. Seal in the glitter a little bit. I think that would be helpful. But like I said, I didn't really have the right kind of spray to use for that. So I might just go to the store and just spray the whole thing at the same time. All right, now we're going to take our 3rd leaf and glue that on. Let's see, how should we do this one? I'm just going to do it opposite. Just careful not to burn yourself, but just hold it in place a little bit. All right, and then the tendrils. And this one is a little sloppy on the end. I don't mind that. I think it looks fine. So I'm gonna just put a little bit. You know, I could use the other side too, but I really, like I said, I really don't mind that. So I'm going to glue that at the base of that tendril. You could also like glue it in another spot to sort of keep it keep it, manage it a little bit. There's one. And let's see, I think I might put another one coming out of that little section right here. Also gonna put just a tiny bit to manage that. There we go. And then I think maybe I'll put one back there. And tuck it behind this leaf a little bit. And another little spot to kind of keep it in place. Okay. Let's see if there's anywhere else. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I like those right there. So that's it, guys. This is my book page pumpkin. I'll put some pictures in front of the video so you can see what it looked like a little bit better than on the video screen like this. I am super happy with it. I love, love, love it. I hope you do too. Please subscribe to our channel and check out our blog. I'll put all that information down below where you can find us. We have an Etsy shop as well, and right now we have a giveaway going on, so if you missed that, check out our giveaway video, and I'll put the link to that below. So thanks guys for watching. Bye.